Hey techies, welcome back to my channel. It's Rika. So a lot of you guys been asking me how I studied for my top 200 drugs even without having a pharmacy related experience. So I'll be going over that because y'all, when I studied for my top 200, I had so many different strategies because I'm just an on-hands learner and I like to make learning fun. But yeah, if you're interested, make sure you keep on watching. We're going to go over the brand, generic drugs, and the drug uses and the drug classification. So techies, one of my favorite ways to study is to use these blank index cards. I like to use the blank ones because it's just, I don't know, it's just nicer. And I also like to use these Crayola markers. I usually use markers or I use pens. So for my flashcards, I'll be using 4 different colors. So for the black marker, I'll be writing down the generic drug name. So right now I'm writing down atorvastatin. And then for the purple marker, I'll be using that to write the brand name. And then for the orange, I will write the drug use. And then lastly, for the blue marker, I will be writing down the drug therapeutic use. So we have the generic name, and then we have the brand name, the common drug use, and then the therapeutic use. So guys, I like to study 5 flashcards at a time. So I will study the brand name and generic name first, and then I'll move on to the common drug use, and then I will move on to the therapeutic use. And then guys, once I'm done with those 5 sets, I will move on to the next 5 flashcards. But say I kept forgetting that pantoprazole brand name was Protonix, I will put that card to the side and I'll continue with the 4 cards, or I'll put that card to the side and continue with the next 5 set instead of focusing on that one card, because you can always come back after you're completely done. So for this next study tip, what I used was some scissors. So I'll grab a flashcard and I'll just cut it in half. So guys, after we cut out the index cards, on one index card we're going to write down the generic drug name, and then we're going to write down the brand name. And I did this 12 times with 12 different drugs, brand and generic. So after I'm done writing the brand and generic drug names, I'm going to collect all my cards and I'm just going to give it a good shuffle. And then I'm going to lay my cards out in front of me. And I think this game is called like memory game or something like that. I played this when I was a little kid. So basically I'm just going to grab my either generic or brand, and I'm just basically going to match them together. And then my very last study tip would be Quizlet. You guys know I love Quizlet. So if you don't want to buy your own flashcards, Quizlet has flashcards that you can just make yourself. You can type in the brand and generic drug names. They have the learn, the write, spell. You can even make your own test. What I really love is the match. The match is a game, so basically you're matching the drug, which this only works best if it's just matching the brand and generic, because you don't have time to read everything else that's on the card, like the drug classification and the therapeutic use. But just matching the brand and generic name, I think really helps. And then guys, the last thing I want to show you guys is the test. I think the test is so great. So you basically make your own test. You can even print it out. So what I like to do, which I always do 5 questions at a time. I always like to do the matching, multiple choice, and true and false. I don't like the written one. And then I do the terms and definitions, and you just hit create test. And this is what one looks like. I also love how you can just check your answers right after you're done taking the test, and you can even print out that you made 100 on the test, which is very cool. And I think this is one way how professors make their tests too, because I've seen format tests that's just like this. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.